right, we are going to do this shape today, right here, okay? And to do this, we're going to first have to model this guy. And we're going to do this with the line tool, making sharp edges all the way around. Sharp edges all the way around. Okay, looks great. So we have 200 across, 60, 50, 50, 80, 40. So we're going to do this with the line tool. I'm going to show you some ways to do this particular thing. Just make sure there we go. Okay. So right here, we're going to start off with this. You don't have to start off in particular, like with everything centered. We can even just kind of mess around here. I don't know. You can do it however you want. Okay, like that, and over like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can do. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off here. If you kind of hover over the center of a line, you'll get that blue triangle right there. We can go just straight down to this, okay? And that distance, go escape. I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to change it to a construction line. We haven't used that yet. Then we're going to use some constraints here, which are kind of fun to do. So I'm going to click there and hold shift and click here. And then you can use the coincident and it will pop it on top of it. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is use the dimension tool and just dimension the heck out of this. So also I'm going to save early, save often. Okay. So dimension tool, you can press D for it. Click, and drag out to the center. This should be 200. Okay. There are some constraints here. We need to go equal. This side should be equal to this side. Okay. This side should be equal to this side. And this side should be equal to this side. Whoa. What happened there? Crazy. Let's see. This side should be equal to this side. That brought that down. Good. And okay. So even though it's looking insane right now, that's going to allow us, you can press D to dimension, and then I drag out here. This should be 80. Okay. And this guy should be 60. Okay. And this guy up here, this guy here should be 50. Okay, and this one here should be 40. Okay, so that's actually the shape, but it's in the wrong place. So if this is 80 and this is 50, this guy should be actually 30. So I type that there, and that brings everything down and is in the correct spot. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the dimensions because there's just a lot of writing. I'm going to hide the constraints because we put in a lot of things. And then I'm going to use this offset tool. I'm going to select this guy. Okay, and then you can actually do an offset. I'm going to pull it down. Okay, and it's going to be -2, just like that. So I'm going to zoom in here. Grab 1, 2, and kind of scooch over here. 1, 2, and I'm going to go finish sketch. Okay, so there we go. All right, that's number 1. The second thing on is we're going to create another plane. Okay, you can see that the total length of the part is 300 millimeters from the front to the back. So that 300 millimeters is going to come into play here. We're going to set up a second sketch plane. So we're going to go construct offset plane, and we want it parallel to this one. So I select it here, and then I move it back. I move it back 300 millimeters. Okay. So now it's back here, so I can actually place a sketch on that one. we're just going to do essentially the same thing. Now, you can see that this is kind of distracting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off this sketch, and we're going to do the same thing, but with the new dimensions. That's why we squared it up with the origin. So this one, we can do the same thing. It's going to be bigger. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, like that. Same thing. Okay. All right. We're going to grab this center line here, right there, that, down to there. Okay. Right click. I'm going to right click on this and turn it into construction. Okay. So it's a guideline. We're going to click here and click, hold shift, click the center, and we go constraint. Okay. The equals parts, we click on the equal. This has to be equal to this. Oops. That has to be equal to this. This has to be equal to this. And this has to be equal to this. Okay, so we have all those constraints on there. I'm going to go back to our drawing here. So we have 400 across, 400. We have 200 up, 80, 80, 100. So I think I'll try to remember that. 400, 200, 80, 80, 100. Okay, so we go, I immediately forgot everything. So this is dimension, this is 200 over here. This is going to shoot up or shoot down. Okay. 200. This is going to be 400 from here to here, 1 to 2, and that's going to be 400. Oh, wait, 400. Okay. I believe this guy was 100. Okay. This was 80. Okay, and then this also was 80. Okay, 400, 200, 180, 80. I'm just going to double check really quick. 80, 80, 100, 200. Yeah. Okay, so going back to this, we want to make sure, okay, so if this is 200 and this is 80, that means that our construction line in here has to be 120. It has to be the difference. So here, I'm going to go 120. And that should bring everything up so it's on the same line, beautifully dimensioned. Okay, we're going to turn off the dimensions because they're distracting, turn off the constraints because they're distracting, and grab the offset tool, grab this guy, and go in -2. Okay, I'm going to ignore that warning. Click here, go line tool. Okay. Zoom out, zoom in. Okay. Click. Okay. So here's our finished shape. Okay, so we're going to go finish sketch and we're going to look at it this way. So I'm going to turn on the other sketch. Okay, so you see we have one small guy in the front and one larger guy in the back. And then we are going to use the Loft tool, which should be pretty fun. Let me see if I can find it. Where is the Loft tool? Create. Loft. Okay, so we create this. Okay, so you have to select the first profile, and you want to select the blue. Okay, click. Okay, so that's profile 1. And then we select Uh, I'm so sorry. My cat just stepped on my keyboard and knocked over a glass of water. Pretty cool. All right. So we're going to go Loft. So this is going to be, you may want to save here. It's acting a little silly. Okay. Okay. So one more time. Loft. Okay. Select this. That's profile 1. It's just spectacular timing. Okay, and this is profile 2, and it's just going to go zip. It brings one profile into the next. And this exposes that I forgot to do all my radiuses, which is fine. Hilarious, but fine. Okay, so we're going to say okay. Now you can see all these edges are sharp, and they're terrible because I forgot all the fillets. But it's Fusion, so you can go in and edit that later. All of the ones on the big one are 20, and all of the ones on the little one are 10, all the way around. So I will show you a faster way to do that. So maybe it's good it didn't work. So we're going to turn the bodies off. We are going to turn construction off. We're going to turn bodies off, sketches on. This guy right here, and I just made my life forgetting to do it as I went along. Create some problems. Okay, so we have to do there. So that's going to be 10, and then here also 10. Okay. Actually, we want to do the inside ones first. Okay, I suggest doing all the inside ones. So click there. Actually, don't hit enter, and you can do them all at once. It'll just stay in the tool. You just keep clicking. That one is also 10. Do the inside ones, 10. This one, it needs to be 10. Okay, inside corners, 10. So I'm just not hitting enter as I go through. That one, 10. This one, 10. So I'm just clicking on the corners because they're all 10. All you have to do is click the corner and wait for it to kind of grab it. Click, click. Or you can just do it right the first time, and that is also extremely helpful. So let's see what we wound up with here. So we hit enter and finish sketch. I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like if we turn everything back on. So we have, it's kind of interesting. It goes from rounded edges to sharp edges. So that, if you needed that for a part, you could do that. It's not what we're going for. So, all right. So I'm going to turn that off. Turn off the bodies. Go back to the back sketch. Edit that one. This one's all 20. Same thing. Inside. Yep. There we go. Actually, I think let's see if I do the outside ones, if it brings the inside with it. It does. It brings both. Okay, never mind. Go with the outside ones. 20. And then it should bring the second one. This is interesting. You see, you learn things from your mistakes. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Same thing. See, it didn't grab that one. Do that one. Do this one. It's slow. It's fighting me. Okay. Always learning, you guys. All right, so here it needs to be 20. I'm going to click the outside. Okay, click this one. So I'm not hitting enter, I'm just using mouse clicks. Okay, and then down here, it's walking up, enter, and enter, and finish the sketch. And We save it. Okay, go back to the home. I'm going to turn the sketches off and turn the bodies on, and there it is. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You guys can pick some fun appearance on it. I've been kind of fond of the mirror setting lately. Whatever you want to do. Yeah. Love it. Love it. All right. And that concludes that.